Ahem. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Hello everyone, I'm Toe of Twilight Z, here to save you from whatever it is you need saving from. Toe of Twilight on Twitter, Toe of Z on Twitch, and Toe of Twilight Z Kai on YouTube. Where if you didn't manage to catch any of my prior streams in time before Twitch yeeted them into oblivion, you can check out my YouTube and they'll be there. Anyway, today we're playing West of Loathing. Now I played the crap out of this game like a while ago. I'm pretty sure I got all the Steam achievements, so this isn't going to be like a reaction stream, like a blind reaction. I know all the jokes. That's not what this is about. Um, Mostly, I just wanted to enjoy playing one of my favorite games. I do like me some turn-based RPGs, like Pokemon, but like this is not like Pokemon. But it is a turn-based strategy game, so whatever. Um, Part of what the reason I'm playing this game, aside from just wanting something fun and easy to play midweek, and it's been a week, what I want to do is I want to get better at talking on stream and like reading, and I kind of want to like get into like voice acting a little bit, like get better at like putting on voices because I'm going to be reading everything in this game, in this playthrough. If you ever played West of Loathing, you should check it out, but if you aren't sure, then I do hope that watching me play and seeing some of the humor for yourself is amusing. Anyway, let's get started. So I deleted all my save games. Now, new game. I do tend to play like the female character and things just to like have something nice to look at, but it doesn't really make a difference when they're both all stick figures, you know? And I kind of want to just like roleplay as myself. So Toa Z, or my first name will be Toa, and my last name will just be a letter. It's Z. Toa Z. I guess that kind of works. I'm wondering whether I want to put an of somewhere, but I think this is fine. So let's get into it. Are you play as Toa Z? We're ready to get going. Are you? Wanted for protagonizing. I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. Now I thought about this and like as far as like the whole gameplay style is concerned, I do kind of like the Cowpuncher the best, but I think for this one, for especially for role-playing purposes, and I want to role-play as a hero, Cowpuncher I don't like the intimidating. It's just kind of mean. And the Snake Lurler, it's you can get some really good stuff out of the Hornswogglin, but it's also not very nice. So I'm gonna go with Beanslinger. The the role-playing uh, like the social skill for them, they just say a bunch of use a bunch of logic to like convince the world that it's stupid and to it's really fun. Magic and cooking are inextricably intertwined in Loathing, and the Bean Slinger is the mystical master of both. You've heard there was a shortage of cooks out west since the cows came home, due to most of the cooks having been brutally killed by the cows. On second thought, cow punchers solve their problems with their fists, whether it's shaking them at a disagreeable feller in a disreputable saloon or using them to punch a slightly more disagreeable feller in a slightly less reputable saloon. You've heard that cow punchers are in demand out west since the cows came home, which stands to reason. The cows ain't gonna punch themselves after all. Snake oilers rely on their moxie and chutzpah to tame snakes. their fearlessness to extract potent oils from those snakes, and their cleverness to manufacture and sell potions made from those oils. You've heard snake oilers are doing really well out west since the cows came home. Everybody needs potions and hope in this dark day. Everybody needs potions and hope in these dark days, and also out west is where all the best snakes live. But I'm gonna do a bean slinger. I mean, I can still punch things and shoot things as a bean slinger, but I also get a whole bunch of more options. And of course, my stats are better suited for doing magic stuff. And have you been enjoying the music for the past 10 minutes? No? All right. We don't have to listen to it anymore. Secrets of the Terrible Cabin. Rufus liked this one as much as I did. Treasure of the Old Lighthouse. Rufus loved this one as much as I did. Bret Hardy and the Trouble at the Haunted Gulch. Mom gave me this one a few years ago. Pete Smith and the Spooky House. I love that one. The Hero of Monster Prison. I remember that one. Oh hey, this one might come in handy. You got an item. Walking Stupid. This book tells the tale of a renegade sheriff who is really, really bad at walking. Read it. You read the book from cover to cover and learn how to walk really stupidly. You accidentally drop the book and then ruin it by stepping on it 30 times while trying to pick it up. Oops. Uh, so now when I walk, it's gonna pick one of several random, really dumb looking walk cycles. And I can, of course, turn it off. There's a weird poster. This weird poster appeared here one night. So the controls are WASD. I'm gonna turn off the stupid walking, or maybe not. I don't know. So nostalgia mode. Remember how great things used to be? Oh yeah, the rose-colored glasses. Colorblind mode. You never know. Oh my God, I'm not colorblind. Save inventory options. Remember your inventory filtering and sorting options instead of defaulting to everything and new. I don't think I have, or I had the book. Best font mode. Changes the typeface of the game to Arial. Please don't do this. You can't tell me what to do. But honestly, I like this one better. Nerd mode. Ooh, I do like this one. Displays a log describing what happens in combat. Provides a few other pieces of metagame information in various places. Because this will tell me exactly how much damage I take from, like, stuff. Show combat grid. Turns on ground level indicator of combatant positioning. Might be useful. Automatically spend XP. Off. I want to be in charge of my own destiny. Goodbye, desk. Come here. Actually, if I turn it on, I'll get a fun, like, message during the tutorial section, so that'll be fun. Hey, Russell, how you doing? Caw. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Caw, caw, caw. Feed Russell a cricket. You grab a cricket from your cricket bag and feed it to Russell. He coos appreciatively and nuzzles your hand. Goodbye, Russell. Be good. Maybe it's time for you to leave too. You open your bedroom window, not pictured, and unlatch the door to Russell's cage. He winks at you, caws one last time, then flies away to the west. It's time to hit the trail. Okay, is it just me or is the silence deafening? Let's turn the music back on. You had enough of a break from it. Oh, but of course, when I leave, the sound becomes muffled. What a mess. Stack firewood. Yeah, let's get more XP. Do all my chores and get XP. You're gonna miss pie. Bleh. This hearth really puts the hearth and home. You're gonna miss Mom's cooking. It's Mom's pie safe. It keeps all her pies safe. Oh, it's our shelf full of souvenirs from old family vacations. Plunder those memories. You got an item, personalized gunman or shot glass. You got an item, spider ring. Now I got these from it's like a new game plus option for doing the DLC. We're gonna do that too, but you'll miss meals with the family. Uh, I'm not even Earth. I mean, I guess if I can pronounce this, I'll have no problems pronouncing like people's names in chat. So, Solutio problematis ad geometrium citus pertinentius. Just the title page gives me a headache. Über die Darstellbarkeit einer Funktion durch eine trigonometrische Reihe. None of it makes a list of lick of sense to me. That is German. Um, Grundlagen einer allgemeinen Mannigfaltigkeitslehre. Yeah, none of it makes a lick of sense to me either. I took some German in high school, but I don't know what any of this is about. Lecciones Geometricae. I wonder if this is like Italian or just Latin. Tractatus Logico-Philosophicus. I think that is definitely on the application to dynamics of general mathematical method previously applied to optics. What a weird kid. No wonder I never know what he's talking about. Über die Anzahl der Primzahlen unter einer gegebenen Größe. It's your kid brother's toy box. Look inside. Heh, he loves stuff like this. You got a puzzle cube. So tidy. It's covered with all his weird diagrams and charts. Alright, so let me see if I can remember. Okay, so C is the character. I'm not going to reach all the way down there. Oh, that's all the way over there. And, oh, yeah, we're not going to do that. Why can't I just press the E button? Like in Minecraft. Spider rings will attract spiders. I don't think I want to fight spiders in the tutorial sections. Gain XP whenever you drink booze. I don't plan on doing that, but okay. This is one of your kid brother's weird puzzles. Fiddle with it. Your brother already had it most of the way solved, but you figured out the last couple of moves. Hooray! Fiddle with it. You've already solved it, and if you mess it up again, it'll be messed up forever. Oh yeah. Darn those little Rubik's Cubes. I never did solve a Rubik's Cube the right way. I also didn't take off all the stickers like some other people have done, but I actually took the entire Rubik's Cube apart and put it back together. Like, why do the easy option when you can do the hard option? Your mom smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. We're gonna miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. A present? Yep, it's that book you wanted for Crimbo. I know it's early, but the one about picking locks? Oh boy. The one about desert survival? Oh boy. The one about bartering? Oh boy. Okay, I kind of like I know that dickering is really good, but lockpicking is the one that I don't want to be without. Because, like, you never know when you're going to find the other books later in the game. You do eventually get your hands on all the books, but it can take a while. The one about picking locks? Oh boy. That's the one. Enjoy it. You got an item. Locks and how to pick them. Please be careful out there. Write us a letter when you can. She hugs you. I will, Mom. Goodbye. Your father morosely jabs at the haystack. That hat doesn't fit you, Dad. I'll grow into it. I'll grow into it. It's time for me to leave. His lip quivers a little. Listen, want you to have this. It's your grandfather's favorite can of beans. Your grandmother's favorite can of beans. Your grandfather liked it too, but we can't talk about what they did with it together. You got an item, can of infinite beans. You would think a can with an unlimited number of beans in it would be really exciting, but these beans are pretty terrible. It is a pretty cool thing to carry around though. Goes in your offhand, +1 spell damage, +1 muscle, +1 moxie. Oh, it does boost my muscle and moxie, so that's good. Thanks, Dad. Good good luck out there. Be sure to say goodbye to your mother. I did. Goodbye, Dad. Oh, what a nice, supportive family. This book is a comprehensive guide to advanced lockpicking techniques. It's got a whole chapter on tumblers. Gives you the lockpicking expertise skill. You quickly memorize the entire book. You got a skill. They ain't yet invented a lock that'll keep you out. You can pick complex locks. After you're done reading it, you donate it to a local orphanage. Soon those orphans will be able to make their own escape. Go, orphans, go! I Twilight Z does not condone the freeing of orphans from orphanages or the escape of orphans from orphanages. Hey, a needle! I found a needle in a haystack. Your brother Rufus is standing here looking nervous. He's pretty good at looking nervous. Give him his puzzle back. You hand him the puzzle and he starts fidgeting with it. Hey Rufus, time for me to head west. I still don't understand why you're leaving. He's got a point, you know. Why are you going to west anyway? To help people, to seek my fortune, to get off my stupid farm. I want to seek my fortune. I want to get rich. There's just no opportunity here, kid. If I'm gonna make something of myself, I gotta go where I can make some meat. But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed within a year, and that statistic is from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. You worry about taking care of mom and dad. I'll worry about me. Okay, if you say so. I still think you'll be dead by Crimbo. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay. You gave him a playful punch on the arm. Aw. Would it kill you to hug your brother? Go west, young man? Yes. Looks like this isn't your first rodeo. Would you like to skip the boring Springs prologue and head straight to Dirtwater? Any horses or partners you locked in any previous game will be available to you, and you'll start with 1,337 meat and some of the more important items from Boring Springs. No, I want to play the prologue again. And of course, we get a director, Zach Johnson. So while the credits are playing, I'm gonna go get something to drink and some other stuff that I should have done before the stream started. Be right back. Well, the bad news is that you fell off that cart and got knocked out for a couple hours, and now you've got no right, no meat, and no prospects. The good news is that you're in a town rather than in a gulch somewhere. Not much of a town, though. Get up and dust yourself off. The town of Boring Springs. Dirt water. 300 miles. 300 miles is too far to go on foot. You need a horse. Ah, pointy. Hey, I'm Mosey in here. What's funny is I actually hiccup right there. Can't a fellow have a drink in peace? Whatever. It's a chunk of wood from the broken hitching post. Yes, a weapon. Soon they will create bigger boards with bigger nails and destroy themselves. Speak softly and carry a crude stick. Ow. Yuck. A sign on the door reads, "Gone drinking." Yeeps. Yuck. Ow. Step right up, step right up. Braid's the name, trade's the game. You seriously doubt that his name is Braid? Howdy, Braid. What are you trading? Well, sir, today I'm trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle. And to this cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to that adventurous soul, I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. I think I'm going to hold on to the needle. Get lost. Get lost. You approach the weird cactus man hybrid. He smiles at you. Howdy, cactus man. Howdy yourself. And the name's Bill. Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me this would happen, but I didn't listen. And that's why they call you Cactus Bill? No, that's just a coincidence. Oh, does it hurt? Does what hurt? You know, being a cactus? Oh, haha. No, it's actually kind of nice. The natural fermentation processes inside the cactus part of me keep me pretty drunk most of the time. I guess it is a mite boring. Yeah, I bet. It wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or anything, do you? No, sorry. Well, if you happen to find one, keep me in mind. Will do, Bill. Leave him. Some loose dirt. Nope, you're not allowed back in Topeka anymore, remember? Why am I not allowed back? They didn't kick me out, did they? Let's go see the sheriff. Wanted for bird theft. Naked Mike Bernstein. Reward 200 meat. Help wanted. Wanted poster artist. Apply in person at the UN Marshal's office. Okay, I had forgotten about that joke. Wanted. Bimmy Fricker for face thieving. Reward 420 meats. That's a lot. There's a dirty mug here. Yay, I got a recovered mug. What was it recovered from? Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boring Springs. I'm the sheriff in these parts. The what? He sighs. The sheriff, okay? Blasted sign painters. Say, you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would ya? Depends on the work. Well, how does this grab you? There's a gang of hoodlums around here what call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with him. It ain't well, it ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart, and or slick to go fetch it back for me. Oh, I get it. So the cowpuncher is tough, the beanslinger is smart, and the snake oiler is slick. So you fit one of those. Why don't you do it? You're the sheriff after all. I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Funny you should say that, 'cause I'm sending a deputy along with you to keep you out of trouble. He takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. You got an item, deputy pistol. This pistol was deputized during one of the sheriff's most recent benders. Deputy? You deputize a gun? You're new in town. Maybe you ain't noticed, but there ain't much to do here except drink. Here, let me write down where the Fricker Gang's hideout is for you. He makes a little note on your map. The Fricker Gang's hideout. Got it. I'll be back with the door. Alright, we fucked around enough. I think we can go to the bar now. Because the bar is where the horse selling guy is. The Hirschler? As you walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left of the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention. Hey, where's your hat, dangnabbit? Well, you can't drink in here without a hat. Tain't proper. He points to the take a hat, leave a hat box next to the door. Check out the box. You look through the hat box and find a magical black Stetson. That looks like something you'd wear. Grab it. You got a barely enchanted hat. Don't be fooled by all the stars. This ain't got much magic in it. You grab the hat and put it on. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete. He gives you a friendly, if somewhat twitchy, nod. Say, feller. Yeah? You heading west? If you want some company, I'd be more than happy to come along with you. Just let me know. Well, no pressure. All right, I'll keep it in mind. What do you say, Pete? Who, me? Well, heck, I say a lot, all kinds of things. For instance, dadgummit, some gold-dang clam jumper stole my pickaxe. Uh-huh. Pete takes a swig of his whiskey. See you later, Pete. Pete's fun. Good luck, you two. I need more meat. And more moxie. You walk out to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall reading, Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each. The bartender finally notices you. Howdy, cowboy. Howdy, barkeep. Name's Toa. What brings you to our little backwater? Oh, the usual. I came out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts? Unfortunately, Boring Springs already has more people in it than jobs. It's more of an errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I'd recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater. Ask about the railroad. The railroad? The Manifest Destiny Railroad Company from back east. They're trying to run a line to Frisco and having a heck of a time doing so. And they're hiring? Oh, I reckon they're always hiring from one thing or another. Big company, that. Dirtwater? Dirtwater is interesting. It's far enough west that it's still more or less exempt from the rule of law, but not so far west that it's been burned to the ground by the damned cows. Lots of opportunity there. She pauses for a few seconds, lost in thought. Yep, if I were a younger woman, I'd probably head that way myself. Asked about errands. You mentioned errands? Yeah, this forsaken burg is always falling apart in one way or another. The hostler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff could certainly stand to have somebody doing his job for him. Anything else? Well, I've got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowpoke in from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off and got spores everywhere. I could probably handle a goblin. Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you. Oh, and you'll need this. The liquid in this can is actually very powerful. It's just that it's tailored to kill weak fungi. I'll take care of it. Howdy, I'm Toa. Howdy, Toa. I'm Horace. Nice to meet you. What do you do? I'm the town hostler. I don't know what that is. I'm the town horse selling guy. Gotcha. How's that working out for you? Oh, those horses just flying out the door. So business is booming? Nice. No, I mean the horses keep running away. I haven't sold one in ages. Oh, is that where you're drinking here instead? Yep. And me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious circle things. Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left? One. Kind of a boring one, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the stable. I'll be happy to show it to you. Okay. And he's gone. Or was he ever there? Never there to begin with. I found. Howdy. Howdy. Good to see you again, Toa. You tip your hat to the bartender. I found this mug. Much obliged. You hand in the recovered mug and collect your bounty. Who's the lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug? That's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby, a real tough broad. I ain't recommend you pester her. Why's that? Lost her whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. Ouch. Uh, do I want to touch this spittoon? I want to touch the spittoon. It's a spittoon. People spit into it. You know without even looking in that it's absolutely disgusting. Look at it. Yep. Yeah, it's full of spit. Regular spit, gross tobacco spit, chewing gum, and it looks like a few teeth as well. It's disgusting. And the smell, even from a distance, it smells horrible. Look closer. You are now on your hands and knees peering into a filth-encrusted spittoon. I don't, I don't understand what is wrong with you. Wait, is there something shining at the bottom? Get it. You reach your hand toward the spittoon. Even before you touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air, like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like the vomit trough at a mesquite barbecue eating contest. Never surrender. You plunge your hand in the awful soup. It makes a sound like glop. Your skin is burning. Your eyes start to water. Search. Your fingers make contact with something. You'll pull your hand out of the a devil's tureen slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring, probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations. Though getting this ring was traumatic, you have to admit that it was worth it. Hooray? Yeah. I got a gun, a melee weapon, and a ring. And an infinite can of beans. And a hat. Yeah. I'm doing pretty well. This is way better than the spider ring. The woman glares at you. Howdy, Susie. Howdy, cowboy's gonna be searching this platoon for his teeth if you don't leave me in peace. Okay, bye-bye then. You already have a hat. What would you do with two? Um, don't worry, guys. I'm not gonna kill Gary. A pile of old newspapers. Take one. Boring Springs Gazette, April 20th, 1895. Interesting. A crate of Nurse brand whiskey. Good for what ails ya. Grab a bottle. I guess we never established your age. Good thing the legal drinking age here is can reach the top of the bar. Now, I mean, I could make some extra money by killing Gary, but why? That's not a very friendly thing to do. Woo! I love skating. Did you bring me something to read? Give him the newspaper. You give him the newspaper you found in the basement of the saloon. Much obliged, partner. Now let's see here. What can I do to return the favor? Oh, I know. My shovel. I left it behind the outhouse at Orhole Mine. It's yours if you go and get it. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Behind the outhouse at Orhole Mine. Got it. Thanks, Bill. Don't mention it. Now, if you could just kinda stick that newspaper in my face before you leave, stick the newspaper to him. Ooh, it's a haystack. Dig through it. Hey, a needle. We never have enough needles. Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? How's business? Oh, you know, every day I'm hustling. To tell you the truth, though, it's pretty terrible. All my horses keep running away. Well, except for this completely ordinary one. That's rough. Maybe I can help. Oh, God, yes. Thank you. Please, I'd go fetch them myself, except for this injury. I'll give you 300 meat each for finding one. How many are there? Three. Here, let me see your map. They pretty much always run away to the same places. Orhole Mine, Boring Springs Boneyard, Thousand Snakes Gulch. Why these places? I think they're like environments that are thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. You should send it back here. Or that should send it back here. Brummy's location-aware oats. They're healthy and expeditious. How does that work? They're special pigeon-infused oats. Okay, will do. See you later. I just remembered I needed to talk to him again to get some valuable information. Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? You said something earlier about an injury? Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking out the showroom. Don't ask how. It's embarrassing. I was gonna get Doc Alice to have a look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why'd she do that? Nobody knows. She just shut herself up in her office. Said she wouldn't talk to anybody except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse, or I'm pretty sure she was just being sarcastic. Just browsing, thanks. Eh. So I earn 300 per horse, but he makes me pay him 1,000 so I can get one back. Why don't I just, I don't know. Get lost, offer whiskey. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse Whiskey. Your favorite, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. You hear a rattle as she unlocks the door. Hey Doc, can I look at your books? Not until you give me that whiskey you promised me. Okay, fine. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey. Stat. She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask that she takes out of her pocket. Then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Geez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here? You or me? Okay, point taken. This vanity doesn't look like it sees much use. Preen a little. You grab a pair of tweezers and pluck some of your more unsightly eyebrows. Hey Doc, can I look at your books? Sure, if you want to. Not that they're gonna do you much good in this doomed, forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. Uh, they're all medical textbooks except for a few. The Legend of Curly's Meat. The book tells the story of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat, secreted in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense, in the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. The Life and Works of Fred Ferguson. This book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it, you mostly just find lists of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of literature or speculative fiction. Haha. At least there are some useful appendices in the back, and some diagrams of appendices. I wonder why the gumption is up high. Your level of get up and get her done. The higher it is, the quicker you are. Leaf through the goblinoid tongues, a primer. You start flipping through the goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs have passed, and you also know that blurf is the goblin word for hour. You have learned to speak goblin. Sort of. You speak a little bit of goblin, at least enough to order a beer, which is the most important thing. You can communicate with goblins. Make like a tree and leaf. The stove is spotless. Either she was really compulsive about cleaning or she never cooks. Probably that second one. I rarely cook either. Wow. Shouldn't this be further away from the fireplace? Doc Alice continues to pour whiskey down her neck, occasionally stopping to breathe. Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out. And I can't talk and drink at the same time, so... She glares at you meaningfully. So, what's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a horse cart, and you ask what's the matter? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking? Why don't you go ahead and pick one, and I'll drink to that. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses and skeletons staggering around like puppets with half their strings cut, looking to take a bite of the living? Nope. Well, just count your lucky stars and stay out of the town cemetery then. Well, I know where I'm going next. I don't know where I'm going next. But I know that if I get my ass kicked in Thousand Snakes Gulch, I get some free dynamite. Pro tip. I mean, I might as well try and fight this guy. The snakes look sleepy, but not that sleepy. Attack it. Sleepy rattlesnake. Ooh, 10 hot damage. This should kill it instantly. You blast a sleepy rattlesnake using Mysticality with Lava Fappa, dealing 10 hot damage. A sleepy rattlesnake is defeated. You have slain a snake. Before long, they'll call you Snake Murder and Toa. I really don't hurt. I really hope they don't call me that. Moxie. That's right. Another snake? Well, I guess it's not called One Snake Gulch. You hit a startled rattlesnake with a basic pistol attack using Moxie. You made short work of that long snake. The snake looks really angry. You're gonna need every trick in the book to beat this one. So I need to lose this one if I want to get free dynamite. But I'm still gonna give it my all. You wake up in a heap next to the snake. You feel a lump underneath you and you realize that you're lying on top of a stick of dynamite. Kind of items like this one can really give you an edge in combat. When you fight that snake again, try tossing this at it. Nah, I'm just gonna play like I actually know what I'm doing. Speak softly and carry a loud stick. But I'm also going to get a perk by walking into every single cactus. If I haven't already gotten it. Not yet. Mostly scabs. This gives me extra HP. You've been poked by so many cactuses that your body has built up an extra set of skin capillaries just to deal with the constant tiny puncture wounds. Ooh, is that a shiny rock? Why are these rocks? It's really shiny. Shiny rock. It's shiny and it's about the size of a rock. Huh. I think Pete wants this. The snake looks really angry. Alright. Time to show what I'm made of. Hot damage. And now to say hello to my little friend. Yep, I win. Oh hey, crazy horse. This horse is gone snake crazy, or maybe he was some other kind of crazy before. Hey there, boy. Hey fella, I'm a friend, okay? It's a, it's cool, alright? Be cool. Don't freak out on me. Look him in the eyes. Pat his nose. You calmly look the horse in the eyes. One of them is fixed in a glassy 1,000-yard stare, and the other is revolving madly in its socket like he's thinking of trying to escape in every direction simultaneously. He looks to be calming down now, a little now that it's clear you aren't actually made of spiders, though. Pat his nose. You carefully and gently pat the horse's nose. He twitches a bit, okay, a lot, but seems to recognize that you aren't going to eat his eyes or suck out his soul or whatever madness is bouncing around in that skull of his. That's a good boy. Here. Feed him the oats. Are you hungry, boy? I got a little treat for you. Snarf. Snarf. You feed the crazy horse some of the homing oats, and it gallops away with a whinny. Or rather, a whinny. Hopefully he's headed home and not into the 12th dimension. Cool. You don't have to walk all the way back over there. Hit M or click the map icon to travel quickly. So at the Orehole mine, I can get my hands on a shovel that I can use to dig up stuff in Boring Springs, I think, in the boneyard. This is where Bill said to look. Look behind that house. Hey, he wasn't kidding. Not that this would have been a funny thing to kid about, I guess. A shovel. Alright, is this a stronger weapon than... It's not even a weapon at all. Never mind. I'm still working with the board. There's still some meat ore in this cart. Dig through it. Score, 65 meat. There's a dirty mug here. This mine cart is still full. Dig through it. You got an unrefined meat nugget. A chunk of mostly worthless rock shot through with veins of gristle and flesh and, well, veins. A device for turning the ground into holes. A dirty glass mug. The bottom is stamped property of Boring Spring Saloon. Reward if returned. You can't get past this rubble. This looks dangerous. At least there's no plunger hooked up to it. The elevator is closed, and in any case, it's not a people elevator, it's a cargo elevator. This mechanism is labeled Cargo Elevator Control. A post on the wall behind reads, Level 1, Blasting Cap Storage. Level 2, Plungers, both kinds. Level 3, Tools. Where do you want to send the cargo elevator? Let's go to level 3. Could always use some tools. It's a toolbox, but it's locked. Pick the lock. Consumes a needle. You manage to unlock the toolbox, but the needle is ruined in the process. Most of the tools inside are rusted away to nothing, but there's a pretty nice crowbar. The crowbar is one of nature's simplest machines. It's exactly what you want on your side if a thing has a lid and you don't want it to have a lid anymore. It provides the option to pry in certain places. It also has a higher damage output than the broken board. Yeah, it kind of looks like I'm holding a snake. I'm gonna hit people with my crowbar. Blasting cap storage. These crates are all labeled blasting caps. The period is part of the label. That's why it's inside the quotes like that. Grab one. You pry one of the crates open with your crowbar, grab a blasting cap. You got an item, blasting cap. This is a device for converting electricity, which has only recently been discovered, into explosions, which are awesome. Plungers. The sign lied, though. There's only one kind. Take them. Detonation plunger. Uh, Sometimes the only solution to a clogged pipe is to blow up the entire building. I've never heard that one before. This looks dangerous. Hook up the plunger to it. Fighting against your instincts for self-preservation, you've hooked up a plunger and strung it a fair distance away. This makes you nervous. Press the plunger. You press the plunger and nothing happens. You forgot to hook up a blasting cap. This looks dangerous. Add a blasting cap. Okay, you've succeeded in putting yourself in grave danger. This makes you nervous. Press the plunger. Kaboom! Explosions are awesome. Ooh, meat. There's still some meat ore in this cart. Dig through it. Score, 65 meat. Looks like there's something buried here. Dig. Hey, shiny, you got a silver nugget. Silver nugget. A shiny nugget of silver. That's nice. You see the dark horse. Barely. Approach her. Hey there, girl. It's okay. I'm a friend. Woody. The horse shies away from you, though in this case it's more like cripplingly introverted away from you. Cripplingly introverted away from you. Reassure her. Oh, come here. Don't be like that. Look, I brought you some oats. They aren't poison or anything. In retrospect, I guess that wasn't a very comforting thing to say. Feed her the oats. You take a handful of oats out of the bag and hold them out to the horse. Here you go. Yum yum. She sidles away from you warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt at hiding in her own shadow. Come on, please. Pat her on the nose. You reach out to pat her nose. The horse ducks and steps further back into the shadows. Oh, come on. Eat the oats yourself. Look, they're fine, okay? See? You take a handful from the bag and toss them in your mouth. Ugh. It's like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal I've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food. Don't ask. You smile to show the horse that you're fine, and realize that you've unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Geez, these are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter with a cheerful wave. See? Perfectly fine. Feed her the oats. You take a handful of oats out of the bag and hold them out to the horse. Here you go. Yum yum. Snort. She sidles away from you warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt at hiding in her own shadow. Come on, please. Pat her nose. The horse hunches her shoulders and seems to shrink slightly as you pat her nose, but she doesn't actually flee, so that's something. There's a good girl. Feed her the oats. The horse finally seems relaxed enough around you, so you offer her a handful of the oats. Warily, begrudgingly, she eats them. So then she gestures to something behind you. You turn to look, but you don't see anything. When you turn back, she's gone. Well, okay then. Huh? What's this crack? Examine the hole. You bend down and shine your lantern in the crack in the rock. You can just barely make out a square shape down in there, well out of arm's reach. Looks like somebody dropped a small metal box into the hole. So you don't know if that was to hide it or discard it. If you're truly desperate to find out what's in there, you could try reasoning with the rock. Your primary argument would be a bundle of dynamite. Perhaps you could persuade the hole to widen enough to grab the box. Walk away. This definitely does not bear closer scrutiny. Our founder, Zephaniah Boring. He was actually a really interesting guy. 1806 to 1885. So this is apparently set in 1895. So he died 10 years ago. There's a dirty mug here. Benjamin Crockett. 1320 to 1364. He showed up way too early. Beauregard Skelton, Captain. 3rd Cavalry. 1820 to 1866. Dig of the grave. So he's a skeleton. Captain Skeleton. Ah, okay. And that sword, I can't remember whether it's better than the crowbar or not. We'll just have to find out. Haha, I have armor. I'm pretty sure he has, oh, all of his stats are the same, so it doesn't matter whether I shoot him or punch him. You put a stop to Captain Skeleton's unnatural animation. You got an item, old cavalry saber. Here comes the cavalry saber. You got an item, gold tooth. This was in the ground for a very long time, then in somebody's mouth for a short time, and now it's in your backpack. A skeleton. You're not getting past it without a scuffle. A scuffle it is. Die, skeleton. Skeleton man, skeleton man, skeleton man. The skeleton collapses in a pile of loose bones. That guy just wouldn't stay put. Timothy Cochran, devoted husband, 1855 to 1895. Elizabeth Cochran, 1887 to 1895, a beloved daughter. So she was like 8. Silas Cochran, a baby, 1895 to 1895. Holy crap. And he was 40. Does that mean that Susie is also 40? Oh, right. I need to talk to the horse. Your pulse quickens as you get near the spookily translucent horse. Approach her. You approach the weird, semi-transparent horse cautiously so as not to startle her. Though you quickly come to realize that this is not a horse that startles easily. Hello there. Hi. I'm a friend, okay? No. That's a little strange. How did you do that with it? How you did that without opening your mouth? Pat her on the nose. You pet the horse's nose, which is very cold. If you were going to ride her, you would want an extra saddle blanket to keep your butt from freezing. Pat her on the nose again. Yep, still cold. Brr. Yep, still cold. Brr. Yep, still cold. Brr. Yep, still cold. Brr. You get the idea. Feed her the oats. Here you go, girl. Have some oats. You hold out a handful of oats for the horse, but she just sort of stares right through you. Brr. Please don't look at me like that. Snort. Try the oats again. You hold the oats out again, but the horse continues to ignore them. What's the matter? Are they not spooky enough? I'm not sure how to make oats spooky. I guess I could put some bone meal on them, but I don't have anything handy to grab the bones with. Grave dirt? Wait. Is that a yes? Weird. Okay. Add some grave dirt to the oats. You sprinkle the oats with just a little bit of grave dirt and hold them out again. The horse gazes expressionlessly at them, then eats them. And with that, she glides away in the direction of town. Bizarre. So I think I'm gonna call it here today. We've been streaming for an hour, and I'm kind of really tired after the my work day today. I have been pretty busy the past 2 days, so yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, so as you can see up at the top corner of the screen, I do have a donation bar. The link to my tip jar page will be at the bottom, will be underneath the video in the about section, right next to my links to my Twitter and my YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, then my Twitter is Toa Twilight, and my Twitch is Toa of Z, with underscores between the Toa, the of, and the Z. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Tomorrow, I'm planning on playing Minecraft, and like today, I will tweet when I start playing. Talk to you later.